up on the
on the accusation.
I have a few things that I have to do. A little cleaning, and then I'm gonna run to the store, and I'll be right back. But I'm gonna let this tick in the meantime, and earn some money. It's gonna be ticking anyway, just like we're working 24 hours due to our gains. So that's why that's up there. As you can see, first we got chill money. Once I come back, right before I start off, I'll start the timer, and then we'll jump into showing folks some things. We just like to show some things. Continue to show that journey, and then jump into the smash and whatever else portion of things. So that's what we're gonna be doing. Yeah, and you can obviously it's earning a decent amount. This investment here started at about 1,000. It was less than 1,000 first. I guess it was like 500. Then it went up to about 1,000. And then whatchamacallit? Now we're wherever we're at.
No more on the come up.
Ja, boy, oh my, dropping hit, dropping hit, dropping hit. That boy, oh my, dropping hit, dropping hit, dropping hit, dropping hit.
Racing K, the Racing Man.
She's in love with who I am. Back in high school, I used to bust it to the dance. Now I hit the FBO with duffels in my hands. I did have a Zan, 13 hours till I land. Had me out like a light, ayy, like a light, ayy, like a light. Slept through the flight, not for the night. 767, man, this shit got double bedroom, man. I still got scores to settle, man. I crept down the block, made a right, yeah. Cut the lights, yeah. Pay the price, yeah. Niggas think it's sweet, it's on sight, yeah. Nothing nice, yeah. Vegas in my ice, Jesus Christ, yeah. Checks over stripes, yeah. That's what I like, yeah. That's what we like, yeah. Lost my respect, you not a threat. When I shoot my shot, that shit wetty like on Shaq. See the shots that I took, wet like on Book, wet like on Lizzie. I be spinning valley circle blocks till I'm busy. Like where is he? No one seen him. I'm tryna clean him. She's in love with who I am. Back in high school, I used to bust it to the dance. Now I hit the FBO with duffels in my hands. I did half a Zan, 13 hours till I land. Had me out like a light, 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 like a light. Yeah, Pastor Dawson sell, he sending texts, ain't sending kites. Yeah, he say keep that on like I say, you know this shit is tight. Yeah, it's absolute. Yeah, I'm back with Blue. La Ferrari, the Jamba Juice. Yeah, we back on the road, they jumping off no parachute. Yeah, shorty in the back, she say she working on the glutes. Yeah, ain't by the book. Yeah, it's how it look. Yeah, by the check. Yeah, just check the foots. Yeah, pass this to my daughter, I'ma show her what it took. Baby mama cover Forbes, got these other bitches shook. Yeah.
Oh man, oh man, oh man. Uh-oh. What is this? That's a new gig. Oh wow. She's gonna sign on with Ben Shapiro. Ew. Oh, look at that. We made it's been 27 minutes since we started the stream. Sorry I've been away and I had to do some house chores. But we've made 1.03. Oops. That's $36. Yeah, I got a few more things that I need to do. I need to run to the store. Trouble. That's like as if Taylor Swift songs were like all rock. There's this group that I found on TikTok that does videos like that. I really like it. They got my follow. I haven't seen any videos from them in a while though. But yeah, they were doing videos like whoever's pop song or this and that. like a Taylor Swift song, and they would just do it super hardcore screamo metal or whatever. And I'm not opposed to any music that's good music. So it's, screamo could catch my eye if it's screamo that I can understand with a good beat and stuff like that, and I can rage to it and actually like not just like it's just fucking, I don't know. It's gotta feel that way for me. Different strokes for different folks. But me being somebody who's not just a metalhead, it's gotta play to these other music things for me. Anyways, they have really cool content. I like that cross genre shit. Shout out to people like Limp Bizkit. Oh my god, I gotta clean this thing out. First I clean this, then I go to store, then we come back and we sell this stuff, and we'll find out how much one of these equals even. Hold up, let's do something real quick. Do I have any NYAC? I do. Okay. So how much if I were to put one NYAC to that USDT, this gives me 0.22. Oh, wait. I want to see how many pool tokens that equals, though. That's what I'm really curious about, right? So let's say per $5. I'm gonna supply this. So we're gonna see per $5 that I supply, how many pool tokens does that give me? Gotta wait for it to load in here. This is just a way I can do like an estimate of how much we have in the pool. It'll be an estimate. Come on. I'm sure it went through. There it is. $5 for 1.14 NYAC. So the NYAC price is getting ridiculous. I shouldn't even be paying this much for it. So we might start selling into other stuff at this point of the day just because it's so high. Your pool share, cool, but this equals 2.2. So for every $5, I get 2.2. For every $2.5, I get 1. So 1.2. So for every $5 is 2.2. We have 500. So that's 292 times, I don't know, 250. And that's about what we have. So that's 5 times, it's about $1,250 in there. And again, we started around 1,000 or so. So that makes up for 550, and we have a little bit more than that, 64. So so what would we say? Let's say like it's 2.2 times. What did I do last time? Times I don't know, 265. It's probably what we'll have in just a second. Cool. I don't think I did that right. What do we do? 2.2 times 265 gives us this much points. So it's 265 times the 5 is what I want to do. Not the 5. Oh, but it was for $5, so it's times 2 though. So we'll do this. Because the $5, I put $5 in, but again, it's paired with $5 of Naya. So we gotta do this times 2. So it's worth 2,650 from what I put in, actually. So yeah, this doubled. We made double. It was a good call. It was a good call. If we pulled out, that's what I was like. I was doing that math, and I was like, I feel like if I pulled out, it'd be close to $3,000 right now. It's awesome. I needed to make 700 so I could pair it back up with BSCX over here before this token goes out of control. And it's already reaching that $7 mark. Yeah, I need this to not exceed, I think like 8, I think it's like 825. If it exceeds 825, I have to come back over and pair back up. Otherwise, it's going to be really hard for me to pair back up with the token. It's going to go too far, too quick. And I want to keep being able to farm it at the volume that I'm doing when I do farm it, because we're like big players in it. Just because we were so early, we were like day 1, day 2. A lot of this stuff, like a lot of the big crypto streamers are starting to talk about buying a smart chain as a good place to go for altcoins, and they're like, yeah, I've been in this for like, you know, we're super early. I've been in here for like a week or 2, and I'm like, bro, we've been in here for the entire year. Like, we jumped in here late December. And was like, oh, I think this might be the new spot for gains. So, not knocking any other tubers, but just saying. But yeah, also, I'm gonna try to get this number right here up. We're gonna try to get this to, because if it was, let's say it was 600, right? So we should just be able to do 564 10 2.2 and times 2. Something like that. And you can always pull it out. It doesn't cost a whole bunch to pull it out and look. So we might pull it out when we get back, just to look at it when we're talking about it or something. I don't know. I don't know that they have any type of, sometimes you wouldn't want to do something like that because some of these things have it written in their contract where it's like, if you pull out, you kind of like, you know, you get better rewards for the longer you've been in. I don't know that that exists in this contract, and it didn't say anything about that, but just knowing that type of shit does exist. Another farmer man that I'm not going to talk about on stream very much because it's too early. Birthday cake. Yeah, much too early to talk about that one. I feel like people could get super wrecked not knowing what they're doing. Just talking to somebody earlier today. He was asking me about gains and stuff, and there's one thing that I was telling him. I was like, yeah, I'm in this one, it's making me a nice profit and this and that, but I would also say that I wouldn't recommend this to somebody who's a beginner because you probably don't understand everything as far as the tokenomics, how to move and the tokens and all this other stuff, which I feel very comfortable with. And so I'm like, yeah, no, you just, yeah, exactly, this is what this one's supposed to be doing, etc. And so, but if you're new, you might be like, or you might just see the gains of a certain token and not really understand the tokenomics, which will lead to other people eventually leaving it or whatever might happen. I don't know. It's just understanding the market, which you can't do if you haven't been in it very long. New water. Oh, you guys don't see this. Some uni. We got our compound and ETH really pulling for us on Uniswap right now. I need to send some more ETH over though so that I can mess with the kitten system, maybe sell 1 KIF for some liquid. I got like 11 KIF because I bought 11 KIF for $20. What was that when I first bought that thing? Yeah, my math sucks. That's like, you know, like what, 220? Yeah, it's 220. Like my math sucks. What was that, 220? But no, my math does suck. I need a calculator. But yeah, KIF has been a blessing in that sense because if we look at the price of KIF right now, $187. I got it at $20. And not only did I get it at $20, it's the difference between stocks and DeFi. Not only did I buy this token at $20 initially and paired it up with Ethereum, But you got it at $20, and then what were you able to do with it? The entire time that you're holding it, you're making more money. You're generating more KIF. So I didn't start with 11 KIF. I started with like 4 or 5, or I don't know what I started with. But let's say, it doesn't matter. What do we have now? We have 11 KIF now. And that's $2,500. So even if at the time of purchase it was $20, it's 10x. That's so ridiculous. That's so ridiculous. Alright. Close out some of these other things. Yeah, but we are going to be doing today is I'm going to be going through Smash GG and finding some schedule things for our team. Because we just got to come up with a more compact schedule of things we want to do on a regular basis and slowly add to those with other events and stuff like that. But we want to come up with a nice consistent event schedule that our team can be used to going to, but not a whole bunch of events, but like, you know, for like a few weeks at least, they're like, yo, we're gonna be attending this event and this is where we're gonna be at heavily. I think this BG event is on Fridays, but I don't know. I was messaging them about it and like trying to like collaborate with them, maybe get them some crypto or just cash, whatever. Because you know, BG alum, and they stopped responding to me. That's whatever. It would have been cool to be working with BG Esports.
Multi-Rex.
But if they got it, they got it. I was just curious how everything's going with them. I think that's where it stopped too. I was like, yeah, I'm curious. How are you guys doing with stuff? You know, how is BG Esports? You know, being somebody who's outside of it, and asking that question. I don't know if he felt like I wanted something from them or something or what. But yeah, asking that question, dude, just did not respond to the fucking question. Notify if there's an issue. Okay, Smash GG, are you down? Okay, I'm just gonna close it then. Okay, back to what we were doing before. Oh, and I usually sell a little bit back into BNB, so we're slowly stacking up our BNB as well. As you can see, we got some USDT just hanging out here. I might use that to buy up something else later. Like I've been buying some DOT or ADA with the extras today a little bit. In fact, let's use that. Let's do that right now. Get a little extra hanging out. And this is why the Infinite will ask me, like, how do you buy these different currencies, these different tokens and stuff when you buy them? Well, this is how I buy them. You get into something with your first $10, your first $100, whatever it was. And then if you compound it long enough or correctly or whatever the situation might have been, if it works for you, that's what I should say, you'll end up with some gains once you ROI. So currently, we're looking at what we entered the pool with. Like the calculator said, you know, we entered with about $1,200 or something like that by the time we tapped everything up. And it's saying it's currently about $2,600 worth. So I'm saying it's pretty much an ROI. What you should do in this situation is pull all of your money out and then just continue to farm with whatever you have left in there. And that would be totally making that ROI. What I have yet to do is that exact process, pull all my money out and continue to, you know, just farm off of my gains. So in that sense, I'm still taking some risk here, but I'm still taking some risk because the price of this is still going up. And I know what this platform is about. I know this platform is not going to start shrinking the price of the token that I'm farming with until 96 more hours. So I got 96 more hours, which is like, you know, more than 4 days, like another week or so. It's like next Thursday or Wednesday or some shit. So until next Thursday or Wednesday or some shit, I'm going to see if I can get this up. And we're going to keep fucking with it. And if I can get this up to like, you know, 5,000, dude, sounds crazy to say because I've never had that much money in accounts and stuff like that. But like if we can get this up like a few $1,000s, right? Son, my God. I don't even know what to do with it at this point. You know, like we want to put some of it in our stable fund and then some of it just continue to be risky DeFi gens with because it's making it so much. Imagine being able to jump into this initially with $5,000. That would have been insane. And so that's what you do at DeFi. You start off small, and if you keep doing it and you're successful, eventually you'll get up to this point where maybe you're able to earn a decent amount per hour. And you know, people were laughing at me this summer when they were watching this and stuff like that, and they were like seeing our Instagram stories and stuff, and I'm like, oh, I'm making $2 an hour, or you know, a day, $3 a day. But 3 hours a day for a month is $100. And then I took that $100 and now I'm using that to make maybe 1% of that $100 a day for a month. So that's what, like 1% from that. So then it's just like, you know, it just keeps going up and it keeps going up. So within 3 months, what, I have like at least $300-400. You make one correct bet with $300 or $400 that goes up 2x. That's $1,000 or close to. And then it's just like, you know, it starts to snowball, but it'll take some time. It's not quick. But you know, that's knowing the process and knowing what you're doing. And maybe you luck out and you just get into something that just X's up like right away. You know, that's your fortune. So I'm gonna set this on this. I'm gonna go to the store, and we're gonna come back, cash this out. When I do cash this out, it'll be like explaining the process of how we do this. So we've been live for not even an hour yet. This is all gained within an hour. It's kind of crazy. Is there? Yeah, $43 an hour right now. What about we get this up to $60 an hour? And that's what I'm trying to do, man. I'm trying to get this shit up to like 60, 100. If I can get this shit up to $100 an hour, I need one fucking day of success. Give me one fucking day of $100 an hour. Now, we could do that if we moved enough of our crypto around. But then that would be putting all that up at risk. And you don't want to put too much of your stack at risk in something. And so that's why I'm not just throwing all of our Bitcoin into DeFi or something, or throwing all of our Ethereum into DeFi. You know, it's like a small percentage that goes into DeFi, and you work with it until it builds up. But that's enough talk from me. I'm going to turn the music up that much higher. We're going to vibe out for a little bit, and hopefully you guys enjoy this stuff. I might put on some crypto video in the top left corner, but I'll put it in closed caption so they're not actually talking, since I'm away and I don't know what they'll be saying. Oh shit, BitBoy Crypto and my boy MM Crypto had a video together. I'm gonna have to check that out when we come back, and we'll listen to that one sound on together. I like both of these two. I found BitBoy Crypto, who actually inspired me to get into DeFi, and that's on the side topic. BitBoy Crypto inspired me to get into DeFi, not because I was like, oh, this or that from him, or like really like inspired from what he was doing with games. He just made a good point eventually. And the point in one of his videos, and I just like to watch different people's videos to see what other people are interested in the market. But the point of his video, at one point he said, you know, we have this once in a lifetime opportunity here with Ethereum. Ethereum's use case is finally coming to light. And I'm paraphrasing. And you can either leave your Ethereum on the sideline as you've you know been taught to do to gain a hodl, or you can use it for what it was created for, its use case, and get some of these massive once-in-a-lifetime gains. If you remember the ICO phase previously, this is like that, but this is the new game. And he said that, and that just struck a chord with me, and I was like, yeah, I'm ready. This is what I've been waiting for in the bear season. I've been buying up, you know, Ethereum and Bitcoin and stuff like that so that I could do something like this. You know, my goal is still to increase my Bitcoin and Ethereum to get more of them. I've been able to do that. And yeah, so I took some off of Coinbase and just started to move it around and stuff and do that shit, and it's been successful. So shout out to BitBoy for motivating us to start moving in that direction with it. And that's why I also, you know, talk about it so much, because it's what a lot of these tokens were created for. Bitcoin was not created for that. Bitcoin was created to stop the bullshit manipulation in the financial system. That's Bitcoin. Ethereum was dissolved to stop other issues in the financial system and create a new financial structure, period. And so that's what Ethereum has been working on. So you have this one thing that like makes it so that money and value and stuff can't value of some type of like long-term money source can't be manipulated, and then you have Ethereum, which makes it so that you can do all this crazy ass shit on with this new money structure. So yeah.
DYOR on it. Come, come, come.
living a golden experience. My life too lit is delirious. I keep that star on my back. Look at my face, can't fear shit. Built to the top like a pyramid. My lineage lit and it's serious. Bring the beat life like Giorno. Young gang star flip the kill switch. Jojo, pose, pose, pose. Jojo, pose, pose, pose. Jojo. sure you're not an enemy stand user. Ha. Air to my knee, not can't stand niggas. Gang start, gang moves, hands get bigger. Rock, paper, scissors, my hands too different. Move like Bruno, might dip in a zipper. Shooting shots, purple hermit, put you in the picture. Shoot shots, gun loaded, feel like Mr. I've been with my dog like Iggy. Avd all mindset, fire flame with me. Still came with the water, bitch, I feel like Misty. Waifu with me, she miss me, she kissed me. Gotta breathing like, come on. Murder, murder, muda, muda, beat it up, come on. Lisa, love me, lost with the glove on. Slay a stand and let the requiem run on. Living a golden experience. My life too lit, it's delirious. I keep that star on my back. Look at my face, can't fear shit. Built to the top like a pyramid. My lineage lit and it's serious. Bring the beat, life like Giorno. Young gang star, flip the kill switch. Jojo, pose, pose, pose. Jojo, pose, pose, pose. Jojo, pose, pose, pose. Jojo, pose, pose, pose.
I love you, Apollo Fresh.
Got that emerald green, feel like Kakyo in.
Enjoy the moment.
Got that emerald green, feel like Kakyo in.
All right, I am back in the office. Finally getting things set up. I'm gonna put the timer on. Ready to do my own stream thing today.
Wake up.
Let's see, what did we make while I was away? I think we had like 0.3 before, so it was like it was like $10, and it's like almost 0.6.
Open your eyes.
So we made like 0.25 maybe, $8 while away. And away for a good 30 minutes or so. Okay, so the choice right now is, do we compound this amount, or do we go and buy something in the market? Those better not be rising more. My God, stop rising. Let's keep going up. I don't know if it's because I showed it and now people are like going after it or what. Somebody has to be buying a lot, and the boardroom's not there to make it go down. Naya shares, I also feel like, is vastly undervalued. Vastly undervalued Naya shares. There's a cap on Naya shares. There's a lot. There can be like a lot of Naya shares, I'm pretty sure. But they're released over like the course of a year. It takes like a long time for all the Naya shares to be released as compared to these other coins, which are going to have their entire circulating cap or whatever released within like 2 or 3 months. And they're worth like thousands of dollars and stuff like that. So I'm like, Naya is worth like what? And it's not gonna, you can't have the circulating supply of these other tokens for a long time. So as much as I'm selling it, it hurts. Because I'm like, bruh, the Naya shares though, it was 20 something dollars yesterday, like $24 yesterday, it's $35 today. Circulating supply was all 20,000 a few days ago though. So circulating supply is going up at the same time. So is the value of the token for the reasons that I just said. If you know, you know. So we are going to be degenning, and we are going to stake this in again. I think I might stake like all of today, honestly. I might stake all of today. We pulled that out though, so we're going to say, when the timer comes down, we'll pull some more, and we're going to pull everything out and look at it, I think. Maybe. Do I want to do that during stream? I might just do it myself right now. There we go. I'll just do better math this time around. Figure it out. It's really nice when they show you the exact amount. I wish this was on Yield Watch. Now that I'm back, I'm gonna turn the BitBoy volume on. We're just gonna hear him out a little bit.
Yeah, not because any of the accounts don't have all the money in it. It's just that the banks won't let us spend our own money. It's so ridiculous.
This is some BitBoy.
It's just so funny how a lot of things we've talked about on this channel.
We're gonna switch over this from this though.
Today for the Bitcoin and altcoin prices with BitBoy Crypto, the one and only one. We are going to talk about his top 5 altcoin picks, and believe it or not, one of them might surprise you. This one might get even 100x in this bull cycle.
100x they're talking.
I want to talk about the specific altcoins he is holding, whether I'm holding them as well.
If it goes 100x, what do you need, like 10 of them? You need like 10 to make like, wow, that was like significant gains.
You scroll down, you smash up the like button for this video until the new all-time high. And before I am coming to the most
talking altcoins. Altcoins are usually really cheap.
I want to incentivize everyone. If you could scroll down, you leave your favorite altcoins in the comment section. You upvote them. Me and BitBoy Crypto, we will be going into the altcoin section and we will see what altcoins you are actually interested in. With that being said, I want you to know from you, BitBoy Crypto, how are you doing today, my man?
Well, as you know, it's a great day to be in crypto. It's a great year to be in crypto, and very glad to be joining you today. Very excited to talk altcoins. A lot of people know I'm very passionate about altcoins and have been even in the bear market when nobody else was. We were still talking about it on our channel, and yeah, definitely excited. It's great to be in Bitcoin, great to be in Ethereum, great to be in all these altcoins.
Man, you've been blowing up. Your views are crazy. You have a lovely community. I'm very happy to have you here on the show. We at Crypto, we've been crushing it on Bitcoin, Ethereum, and also a little bit on altcoins. But I know you are focusing a lot on altcoins, so it's a pleasure to have you here. And today, I want to know something very, very specific from you. Your top 5 holdings. What altcoins are you holding? What are your top 5 altcoins? Especially considering what prices, what access you are predicting for them. So the stage is yours. Maybe you start with the first one.
Yeah, so I would say, I mean, I have an Ethereum pillow behind me. A lot of people know I call myself the official Ethereum channel because it's decentralized and nobody can tell me otherwise. So we love Ethereum on this channel, but when it comes to altcoins, we're really seeing kind of we're seeing a changing of narrative for Ethereum where almost like Ethereum isn't even really considered an altcoin. It's like its own thing. It's like Bitcoin, Bitcoin's A and it's B, and then altcoins are under it because Ethereum has its own specific part of the cycle. So I'm not going to be talking about Ethereum today other than to say we love Ethereum, it's great. But I'm going to be giving you guys some other altcoins that I think are going to absolutely crush it. First one is going to be ADA, Cardano. We love Cardano.
My boy, Cardano.
Cardano for a long time.
Cardano made MMG original gains.
For an interview, we've actually had him twice in the last couple of months. He told everybody on Twitter in January that February was going to be a crazy killer month
also
for Cardano, and that is coming to pass.
The CEO of Cardano said this himself.
By the end of February, a lot of people were thinking that
I was like, can you do that?
When the price was at 40 cents. Now that the price is once again challenging $1, people aren't thinking $2 is crazy anymore. As you know, a lot of people, they seem to think we got outlandish predictions until they come true, and most of the time they do. And I think when you look at what Ethereum is going through in terms of the struggles with the gas prices, when it comes to smaller transactions, we're actually doing a 1K to 2K challenge on my channel. We're trying to turn $1,000.
So yeah, this 5
just like we were new.
It's almost 1.1.
As a person that's been in this space for a while,
times 2, so it's $10 is 2.2.
But as a small person coming in, those gas fees are absolutely huge, and we think that Cardano is going to get a lot of the runoff from people that are getting hurt by those fees. And in addition, they're in the next phase, their roadmap, Goguen, the decentralization, smart contracts, everything like that. We think ADA this year has the potential to go all the way to $8.
$8. Wow. I mean, that's still like more than an 8x from here, considering that it was already going much higher. Recently, I was talking with Ivan about altcoins.
So that's about how much we have in there. Saying about 2,450. We want to get like 3,000 or so.
And just not to get involved in an altcoin because it already jumped is maybe the wrong approach in altcoins, maybe the right one in stocks, but not the right one in crypto. So Cardano still an 8x from here or even more. What are the other ones here? I think you started probably with the highest capitalized ones. The lower the capitalization is, the higher the potential X. But I want to say the higher the risk involved, of course, as well.
Absolutely.
Anyway, what is your second pick for today? Yeah. I'm already pumped about the first one.
Yeah, we're gonna leave the most potential one, a smaller, really speculative one for last, because we are gonna go in terms of market cap here. And next, I have Chainlink. I mean, we love Chainlink. We think Chainlink is the next big thing, even though it's already been the next big thing for years and years. We think it's got so much more potential. It popped up today to almost, the day we're recording this, to almost $30. No telling where it's going to go from here. It's got such a strong community and such a strong utility. and such strong adoption already. Like that is like kind of the trifecta when it comes to, you know, what you want for a cryptocurrency project. It's a bridge between not just blockchain and off-chain data feeds. It's also kind of a bridge in a lot of ways between regular CeFi, centralized finance, and DeFi. And so if you look at CoinMarketCap, it actually considers Link to be a DeFi project. And, you know, the price of Link just keeps going up. It definitely hit some moments where it seemed like it was running out of gas, and then it'll just pick right on up and keep on moving. Those Link Marines definitely keep the price chugging.
So yeah, I was thinking about pulling it out, but I don't really need to now. We did that math. It's about $2,400, and I'm
throughout the last year, which we think Chainlink has the potential to get all the way to $900 per coin.
I wanted to just split this number in half and multiply it by 2.
$26 or $29 as of today. So you're still looking at like a 30x from here. We do think it has that potential. $1,000, some people are saying. Some people are predicting $2,400 for Link, which is crazy. But I think it can easily get all the way up.
I don't know how long you have to say something. It's great, like 2% an hour. 2% an hour. If you don't get in something that is moving at 2% an hour and not crashing over a week, then that's your own choice. Your own choice. And we all have to do our own research and stuff like that. So I can't even push people. You know, nobody wants you to do anything in crypto. They might show you. And that's about it. But nobody's trying to make you compete with their gains. You jump into this project and my gains go down. So stay out.
Yeah, absolutely. And I do, before I move over there, I do want to address the market cap issue, because that is an issue that gets brought up a lot. Which is, at some point, like when these smaller coins are worth more than Apple or more than Tesla, it really seems unfathomable. What you realize is I'm telling you, that derivatives market is so big, and these larger altcoins have the opportunity to tap into that, where the market cap doesn't actually have to be dollar for dollar. A lot of that can be on leverage and on margin through derivatives. Unlike with the actual stock market, when you're looking at the valuation of corporations, that actually is a $1 to $1 ratio. You know, between the actual
get to 600.
I believe,
when we get to 600, it'll be $3,000, I think.
But I do believe that is the case. So I think it is possible. I think a $20 trillion market
but
cap,
that's only in the current state. We have to get out.
So as the number 3 goes, I have
before
another one that,
the price starts to
this
crash
would have been
down.
a super sexy
The price starts to crash
like
down.
A few weeks ago when I first did a video
It
on
should
it.
split it
Now
between
it's already
United States
ran up,
dollars and Naya cash. So it should end up more United States dollars.
In a full video about 3 weeks ago, which
But,
is for Elron. We love Elron. We think it is such a great project.
I don't know. I just don't
the tech
trust it.
behind it
I'd rather
is
buy.
really
I'd rather sell out at the top.
It is a smart contract
let it go
platform.
down,
It's trying
so
to
you don't
build
take
like
any of
the
that
internet
loss,
of blockchains,
and then you just buy
in a
back
sense.
in for the lower cost.
And I think one of the things that projects need to have is strong leadership, strong marketing, and strong community.
We're almost at the point with this amount that we can take it somewhere else and make like really nice games
cryptocurrency for
without
community
having to touch it.
engagement, right behind Cardano.
So that's what I'm trying
when
to
you
do
look
here.
at the
We can
leadership
get this to like a really
from Benjamin Minchu, I think that's how you pronounce it. Anyways, you know, he recently
Another
went
day or
and
two.
met with
Another day or two, this
the
gets
mayor
to
of Miami. You saw the
5,000,
Winklevoss twins. You see the
6,000,
big names.
we can
that are
take it out of
making
this
big
and put it
moves.
into something
When I
safer.
covered it, it was under $40.
And just let that
It
make us
clocked
our
in over
gains.
$200
Pull
yesterday.
from
I
it
don't know
once
what the
every
price
other
that
day.
day. I think it had a little bit of a pullback, which could be a good time to get in. But
And,
we believe
buy
Elron
something.
still has a lot
The
of
rest of the
potential. I
time, let
think,
it
you know,
stack
back
for,
when it
like,
was
rent
$40, we were saying it could
And that
go
would-
up
that would
40
cover-
50x.
That would cover it.
It's already
and
gone
then
up
we can
5x.
just use the other
So
games that we have
you know,
to actually do
it's,
DeFi on
you
another
know,
account.
definitely
That
eaten
would be
up
really
a lot
dope.
of
That would be
that
like a
potential in
blessing.
the last few weeks. It just proves
We're so close.
the number one thing you don't need to do is jump out of projects too quickly, because a lot of times they will have that big meteoric rise and you'll miss it.
Exactly. I remember the last bull cycle. Some of the altcoins I exited too early, and they always overshot expectations. Funny story about Elron is I had a Skype call or Zoom call, whatever, with the founders before their private sale, and I was getting a big opportunity to go in heavy. And I don't know why. Back then I really liked them; they were very legit. But something told me, look at some other things, and then I forgot about it. So I think that now would have been like, I don't know what, like a 400x or whatever, like something crazy for sure.
Wow.
Anyway,
a lot of people don't realize, like, is a person that has a platform like we have, like, we get contacted from so many different places, and it does. I've got so many great opportunities I missed out on because, I mean, it's just bulk, you know. But at some point, this is what I tell people that's really important to think about your portfolio. Like, you don't want to be over diversified, because, like, if you have $100, to put in crypto and you put $1 into 100 different coins, what's really going to happen? You know, like even if one of them 100x is like, great, you doubled your money, you'd have been better off taking that money and putting it in one solid project that might 3x, and then you'd have more money. So, you know, don't over diversify. I think there's a lesson in there for people too.
Yeah, for sure. And that was also the reason I had like 1,000 Skype calls in that year. So obviously, like, it was very hard to keep track and to understand the potential of Elrond back then. I understood it already many months ago, but back then, no. Anyway, maybe we can go into number 4. I think we have 5 prepared for today.
That's right, correct. So number 4, I'm going with synthetics. I love synthetics. It's my number 1 DeFi pick of this year. I think it's going to do absolutely phenomenal. It's had a good, decent run up here lately. I've been talking about synthetics, you know, since it was well below $5. And I think that synthetics, what it's doing for the world, because you live in one place, I live in a different place. We each have different regulation that goes over our stock markets and what we're allowed to do as a country. I mean, you look at what the UK just did with, you know, lever trade, derivatives markets and stuff. We know the US viewpoint on it. We know a lot of things, right? Actually, what happened back in, I think it was late 2018 or
pause this real quick. It's your boy MMG Smurf, yeah. I'm coming to you live. This is more of a casual thing. I really need to turn off that damn screen. This is more of a casual thing. We're just kind of vibing here on Friday. I've been letting the ticker go on the side so you guys can see some live DeFi games. What's it like to be in DeFi and just to be in DeFi early? We're not wealthy. We didn't go in there with a whole bunch. We bought ETH at like $90, and then we used half of an Ethereum, so that would have been $45 worth that we purchased. So we used something that was at one time a $45 purchase, which became like $300 to $500, and flipped it a bunch of times within a month or so to the numbers that you are currently seeing. It's not like we just had a bunch of like hundreds of dollars. It's not the case. But we've also been showing people how we've been doing it the entire time from the very get-go. So what is this DeFi portion of one of my gaming streams? Before we do any gaming and stuff like that, I might do some Smash Bros for a while. I might switch from Smash Bros to Xbox and Overwatch or something like that. Because I've been enjoying it. I might just do Overwatch today, actually. I don't even know if I'm going to do Smash Bros. But whenever we do these segments, I do come up on Smash Bros. I don't come up on a crypto tag or something like that. Why do you do that, Smurf? It's not Smash. Well, we're a Smash Bros community. We've been a Smash Bros community. We're an esports community. And so I feel like this is our home on any platforms and stuff like that. These are the people that we're vying for. This is the community that we want to rise. It's the community that if we're teaching anybody about DeFi and stuff like that so that they can grow their community, it's the Smash Bros and esports community first. So I know everybody's not paying attention to that. Maybe when people do find us, it's usually they're not Smash or gaming related or whatever. That's fine. It's valuable information to anybody. So what we're about to go into again is DeFi, decentralized finance related. This is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. You could get totally wrecked. What does that mean? Lose all your money. Cryptocurrency is risky. Projects like DeFi are risky because they're not audited. You know, this is the Wild West. You got to go in there gunslinging. Which is why they call DeFi people degens, really, because you're on the forefront of innovation, jumping in there first, most likely because you're a seasoned vet in crypto and you know what you're doing. Now, other people on the side, they're asking questions, they're watching it happen, etc. DeFi degens are like, I know what I'm doing, I bought this stuff, I've been paying attention to it, blah, 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 blah. I've been in here since like 2017, 2018, or before, and now those are the people that you're seeing making videos and stuff like that and doing these type of streams. So not financial advice, I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research. Why do people say that? Because the more research you do, the safer you're going to be, and the more profitable you're going to be. And you just do your own research. It's very, very important that you always get a better understanding yourself of any project that you're going into. Even if you see somebody else talk about it and all this other stuff, go ahead and look into it yourself and figure out your own strategy around that project. All right, Smurf, enough of that talk. Let's get into it. We're on the couch. You're over here. We're talking. This is if you sat down on the couch. You said, Smurf, what's up at Money Match Gaming? How are things going over there? I know you're into the DeFi and crypto. Why don't you show me what's up? I'm like, all right, boy. I'll show you what's up. Now, all crypto stuff comes with higher risk, and it's better the more seasoned you are, so I wouldn't go into anything, big pockets or whatever. Put a little something in and try this out if you're interested. This is what I'm doing. Taking, all this stuff comes with some risk. I'll phrase it to my buddy like that. And now we're going to go into it. Let's go into it. Boom, boom. this is my laptop screen. So as you can see over here, the laptop screen, this might be in the top left corner today while we play games. We'll have a little counter going. And over here, we're earning what's known as NYA shares. So the cost of NYA shares, how much is a NYA share right now? A share is $35. It costs $35 per share. We've earned 0.2 since we claimed a share. We last claimed a share when we got back to stream a few minutes ago. So we last claimed the share a few minutes ago, and within the few minutes it's claimed 0.2 of another NYA share. To get into this thing that I'm using to earn NYA shares, I need to use, and I know I'm speaking through all this really quickly, for more tutorial type videos. I do those type of videos where we go through like really detailed stuff, but this is like, you want to catch some new projects because you watched those or something like that. You can always ask questions, and I'll actually answer your questions live and stuff. But nobody usually asks any questions about the DeFi stuff like that while you're doing it. We'll just message you afterwards and say how it, like, but I'll show you live. I'll show you live. That's what we're doing. So yeah. We got that claim, but what am I doing to earn that? I am using NYA Cash. So if now it's gonna show me. So if I use NYA Cash, NYAC, paired with United States dollars. So I'm using a pairing, which is called providing liquidity. You pair, and they have to be equal amounts. So I would need, if I had one NYA, which is worth like 450, then I would need 450 worth of United States dollars as well to pair them together. Okay, so you need both of those at equal values, and then you can put them together and provide liquidity with them. And so obviously as market prices fluctuate, so sometimes a stock or whatever or a crypto goes up in price, sometimes it goes down in price. As it fluctuates, the one that goes up in price more sheds off a little bit to the other one so that they stay equal. So if NYA Cash is going up a lot in value, say it's $4.50 right now, it goes up to $5, United States dollar isn't moving. So yes, your NYA Cash is now worth more, and so it's shedding off a little bit. You're going to lose some NYA Cash, and it's going to go into United States dollars so that it stays equal however much you have, and that's how liquidity works out. So that's just like a little breakdown of that with my fingers. And I'll show you guys a direct example of it. I usually wouldn't pull this early because it's not as much as we want to be pulling. How much would this be worth right now? 2.32. Let's check it out. But at some point we would have been happy with this much. That's about $8, $7.80, and we had a little bit left over. So I think, maybe we didn't have a little left over. But it's about $7.80. Okay, so we have that money here, right? So let's say we just claimed or whatever, or we just wanted to start staking liquidity. I'm gonna make this bigger now. How do you do liquidity? Again, we need half and half of whatever token we're gonna go into. So you can pretend that this top token is whatever. It could be Ethereum, it could be BNB, doesn't matter. We're gonna sell it for United States dollars and this other token. So, because we need United States dollars and this other token so that we can make more of this one. So we're gonna sell all of this one. So we're gonna sell 0.1154, and that should be about equal. Now, of course, it's going to cost us a little bit of BNB, so you're going to lose like 20 cents in the transactions each time you do one of those transactions. So you can imagine the whole process of getting it back into the farm might cost you 40 to 60 cents. So be making more than 40 or 60 cents you're going to be doing. You probably, DeFi pays pretty well. So now that we have that, we were over here on swap. If we were on Pancake Swap, it looks the exact same, but it says liquidity over here, and over on this one that I'm using, it says pool, because they're known as liquidity pools. And so if they say liquidity, they mean liquidity pool, and if they say pool, they mean liquidity pool. They're just using one of the two words, and they're still being short with it. And also, what up, Deku, with the yo? I saw the long yo. So we're gonna pair this up together, though. How we pair it up? So you can push max on the United States dollars, and let's say I push max up here, and it tells me you have, it's not equal. You have more United States dollars if you max it than you have NYA. So I don't have $4 worth of NYA Cash. So I'm gonna push it this way. So you max it that way, push OK. It'll tell me how many tokens that's worth, like how many LP, as you call it. This is known as LP. I just taught the Infinite this lesson that this is LP. And that's just how they calculate your share of the pool. And so it takes a second to load in sometimes, like to scroll up here and make sure it's going. See, it says pending, but it'll be done in a second. There it goes. And we have $1 left over. I know it went through because, yeah. So that equaled 1. And so how much did we just pair together? We paired together about $7 or so. Add to $6 or $7. And it was 1 token. So you could say 6 or 7 times 500 something to equal how much we have currently. So let's say how much we currently have in this pool. And we didn't start with that much, just because we've been compounding it like this. But we could say, let's go with a lower number. Let's say it's 6 times, and then we'll go over to this thing and we'll find out how much we currently have in here, actually. No, I don't know. So you want to go over here. This is how you stake it. You go to that, wherever that pool, the farm is, the farm for the pool. So these are known as liquidity farms because you're earning a 3rd token for pooling together. Put it in here, push max, and it says we have 579. So we're gonna do 579 times 6. Oh, it's gonna be 580. That's what it's saying we have in this farm, potentially. I gotta pull it out to make sure. I would have to pull it out to be correct on that math. I'm still new. And this is supposed to be like, it should be like $2 each. Each one of these should be $2. But currently the thing is 2 times overvalued, at least. It's 4 times overvalued. So this is supposed to be 579 is supposed to be times 2. 1 Naya cash and 1 United States dollars for a total of $1,158. And so if it dropped all the way down to what it's supposed to be today, I would have this much. But since it's 4 times over that, you know, I'm not gonna say I have 4 times as much. That would be kind of crazy. I think it's about 3 times as much in there right now due to how it is and what I bought it at. But yeah, that's a quick little liquidity farming lesson, and that's one thing on the Binance Smart Chain. Again, if you're getting into or interested in liquidity farming or mining or whatever, and you've heard about Ethereum or you've heard about Tron, Binance Smart Chain is the place to be right now. Now, later on this month, we're halfway through the month. Later on this month, Charles Hoskins, the creator of Cardano, CEO of Cardano, said that Cardano is supposed to be going mainnet. And that's supposed to be able to do DeFi as well. It's going to take a little bit for everything to start up over there, but that's supposed to be able to do DeFi as well with this new launch of things on Cardano, and without the fees of DeFi over here. So obviously, I just said when I drop the transactions over here, about 60 cents. On Cardano, no 60 cents, just the straight up profit from the DeFi. So it's going to be new. Nobody knows quite what it's all going to be like, but we do understand DeFi at this point. So everybody's really speculating on that. And so if you were to look at a chart, you would notice the Cardano price has been skyrocketing. It's been going off. You had a chance to catch Cardano at like 10 cents 2 months ago. Cardano is now like a $1 token. And if you listen to our streams, I've been talking about Cardano for a long time. If you said something, I'd be like, yeah, Money Match Gaming got our first gains through Cardano, blah, 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 blah. Money Match Gaming got our first gains through Cardano, blah, blah, blah. It's just my story. And so it could have provided that same exact gains for somebody else's esports community by now. And that's why we are saying this type of stuff, because we want to see more esports communities be able to do this type of stuff. Encourage their communities to accept crypto prizes and stuff like that, so they can learn about investing and not just spending your prize money. It's not just spending your stream money. So I think that's important, because if we were just the type to spend our stream money and stuff like that, we'd be broke. We wouldn't be able to continue to provide Money Match Gaming. It would have died in the pandemic last year. So very happy for the things we've done. Again, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but this will conclude this section of today's stream, where we do the crypto coverage stuff. I don't know if there's anything else I want to cover right now. This is the biggest thing popping off, I think, is Nyan, and so I wanted to share that. And this stream's going to be way too long for me to cut this into a video, unless I cut the stream in a little bit. So I might cut it at 2 minutes or 2 hours, and like start right back up. But that way I can make the YouTube video. Just letting y'all know. All right, what should we watch? I like that guy. I'm watching him. Are there any Degen posts? Any new Degen? Oh, I didn't finish this.
Early 2019.
Let's finish this. See what else they have to say.
BISS. That was an exchange that got in trouble in China. And it was involved in IOST. It had nothing to do with IOST. A good, decent run up here lately. I've
move back here because I don't remember what he was talking about.
Project that might 3x, and then you'd have more money. So don't over diversify. I think there's a lesson in there for people too.
Yeah, for sure. And that was also the reason I had like 1,000 Skype calls in that year. So obviously, like it was very hard to keep track and to understand the potential of Elrond back then. I understood it already many months ago, but back then, no. Anyway, maybe we can go into number 4. I think we have 5 prepared for today.
That's right, correct. So number 4, I'm going with Synthetics. I love Synthetics. It's my number 1 DeFi pick of this year. I think it's going to do absolutely phenomenal. It's had a good, decent run up.
Synthetics are the truth. That's how stocks and shit like that get in crypto. Synthetics, stocks in crypto, 4x in crypto, gold, silver in crypto with synthetics.
We each have different regulation that goes
Crypto's just better, y'all.
Stock markets and what we're allowed to do as a country.
You can do all that other shit on crypto.
With lever trading, derivatives markets and stuff. We know the U.S. viewpoint on it. We know a lot of things, right? Actually, what happened back in, I think it was late 2018 or early 2019, BISS. That was an exchange that got in trouble in China. And it was involved in IOST. It had nothing to do with IOST. They got in trouble because they were selling American stocks to Chinese citizens. And the regulation that goes behind being able to trade assets in different places, it's so crazy. But what Synthetics has done is Synthetics has been able to create a derivatives synthetic version of every asset, or they will by the time it's fully launched and fully operable, for anything you want to invest in. So what that means, if those Chinese citizens want to invest in some American stocks, they could invest in, it's kind of like Bitcoin futures settled in US dollars. It's paper Bitcoin. They can invest in paper versions of, any asset out there, whether it's Apple or whether it's an ETF or whether it's, oil, anything you can trade synthetically. And that's what Synthetics is. And the opportunity that presents to people that now, thanks to Wall Street Bets, they understand what shorting is.
That is another sub on Twitch since we've done this. Since I showed you guys what the fuck we were doing. That's the point of this.
Derivatives market and allow them to get in.